This week on the show, we're featuring Aventurine, kunzite under the microscope cam from Dirty Dan 22. Brushes on Why'd I Buy That? Wondering, should I do a part called Why'd I Park There? 12 new jokes? And, let's see, that's not the intro. It says, please retain for personal reference. One recommended daily quantity of fun. Now if I only had the jokes. Oh, farmers are using artificial intelligence to feed livestock. The software is called Hey I. Hey, I got a hankering for some fun. I'm glad you're all here to enjoy it. Let's get the show going, huh? Bright new blue gloves of gorgeousness. Uh-oh, we forgot the top corner picture. Alright, we'll fix that right now. Fixing it now. Fix it quick. And done. Boom. Bop, baby. There we go. I'm cutting it out right now. Wanted to kind of save that texture. Such a nice texture. We should get it out and look at it under the microscope cam. How are you all doing this week? So glad you could make it to the program. We got some fantastic, man, I got my favorite people in the world in here. We got Gorilla Bean Popper. We got Colette. And we got Mr. Ron W. Weasley. And the W is probably just for Winter. That's probably his middle name. Winter or Winter, one of them. Either way, it's still pleasurable to have y'all here. What are we gonna do? Oh, I was gonna read my artificial intelligence description. Yeah. First, we'll get to the relevant video. Relevance. Celebration of relevance. And here is my artificial intelligence description. And I wanted to kind of give you guys a little bit of a lead into what's going on. I was using, instead of using Google, I was using Bing, and I was going to my website to check something. Well, anyway, I typed in my name with the spaces, not the one word.com. And I scrolled down and then I scrolled back up. And when I scrolled up, Bing has this weird thing where it extra scrolls up into their artificial intelligence, what do they call it, Copilot or something like that. Anyways, that happened, and I saw a description of me, and I thought it was interesting. It says, Jacob Lee Downey is a multifaceted individual. I wonder why they use the word faceted. With diverse interests. Let's explore some aspects of his life. So they say it's a his. All right. Website and Nito collection. This is bullet points. Jacob maintains a website where he shares information and connects with others. His Nito collection can be found on his storefront. Yeah, but that's Zazzle. I even forgot the name of it. It's been so long. Visit his website to learn more. Hey, that is great. I'm liking that. That's a good recommendation. YouTube series, Gemming Out with Jacob and Chess. Jacob hosts a YouTube series called The Same. In this show, he discusses various topics, including the transformation of rough crystals into gemstones. Tune in on Sundays at 9 p.m. Eastern to watch the live stream and engage with Jacob and fellow viewers. Okay, so here's what happened with the AI. It seems interesting, right? But it's real stupid if you consider that it's Chunkbot. So it says Jacob hosts a YouTube series. That's kind of like a copy pasta. You could say anybody that has a YouTube channel has a YouTube series. It's not really a series, or is it a series? I don't know. They're just typing that in there. And then they say, in this show, he discusses various topics. Well, anybody could discuss various topics if they don't have a solid description, or maybe they do, and it just includes various topics. It's just kind of copy pasta, and then they include a chunk of text from my website that says, watch rough crystals turn into gemstones. You know, I appreciate it, though. It's really pretty neat. I got a kick out of it. Tune in on Sundays at 9 p.m. Easternish to watch, live stream, and engage with Jacob and fellow viewers watch on YouTube. Okay, and they got my links. Dandy. Just dandy. Just like all of you. Bright new gloves. How you doing? Hope you're doing wonderfully. I like this piece. It's pretty basic, but still I'm enjoying it. Let's see, I was going to tell somebody I'm live. Let's see. And also, okay, so that's where that one ended, and then we've got one more video to play, and the microscope cam. I kind of like where the video stopped there. You can see that there's kind of problems in the back of it. There we go. Wait a minute. Maybe that's a different one. I really get tired of losing track of my videos. What's up, Gray Dude? Y'all? I like it. I like it. It works. I'm so into like being faster and getting more done. All the time with it. All the time. Things take forever. You know, I run. Not for fun. Because it's not fun. I don't run for exercise. But I do run. I run. Because it takes way too long to walk. Just walking. It's like 9 million years. I walk at like 1 mile an hour. No, wait. 3 miles an hour. And I can run at over twice that speed. 3 times that speed. Sure. Just takes forever. And when you're walking, that's why I like to park really close. Doesn't everybody? Because that's the other thing, is that I also don't always like to draw attention to myself. So when I'm in the parking lot, I could park out, but then I gotta walk up there, and then I'm like, well, I could run, but I'm like, don't really want to draw that much attention. But maybe I should be more bold like that. Maybe I should put on a JacobLeeDowney.com shirt, live Sundays at 9 p.m. Easternish, and then just bolt right through parking lots, left and right. I'll be dodging, weaving, bobbing, and then I'll stop so people can click the QR code on my chest. Where were we? I kind of got off track there. But yes, that is my frustration with walking and how long it takes. Who runs for fun or exercise? There's so many more productive ways you could use your calories. I park out far and call that my exercise for the week. Colette, at the beginning of the show, I was like, should I do a segment called Why'd I Park There? No, Why'd I Park Here? I think that sounds a little more organic. Okay, where I was at, like, the microscopic cam at some point, but I'm also trying to finish getting ready for the show at the same time, because I'm supposed to do this where I download these, Why'd I Buy That pictures and upload them to the thing. I do have the microscope somewhere. Right here. Beautiful. Like all of you. I gotta get my video of my performance at the Speakeasy last Friday. It's gonna be an 18 and over performance just because of some of the topics. And I'll upload it. You guys can do it like whenever I get it. I gotta get it from the person who recorded it. And maybe I'll get that from them this week. Really cool guy. He's working through autism, and we've been talking about that. He's getting better at making eye contact. He's got that confidence now. He's getting funnier on stage, too. He did better up there this week than he's done a lot of weeks. Really proud of him. Awesome guy, David. Cool, man. Gotta get him on the show for an interview, right? Where's my thing deal? It's down there. So anyways, I didn't really know what to do with this. I wanted to save the sugary pattern of it, and I didn't want any big cracks in it. I kind of wanted to have the essence of the green in it. And I just went for something symmetrical. If I'm going to have a natural pattern, it can't also be an asymmetrical gem. It's got to be symmetrical. That way and I was going for a frame. It's got a faceted frame around a naturalized texture. So it kind of makes, kind of an interesting, I don't know, it's not really a ring gem, more of a bracelet gem or something like that. Probably more of a pendant gem, really, because of the sparkle and the way it could swing around. Okay, so that's the microscope cam, and here's what I wanted to show you guys, is that I got 2 stones. One of them I'm going to show next week. It's iolite. I really want to feature that. This is a piece of kunzite. I got them from the same person. It's the link I posted at the beginning, which might be too far back. I'm going to post it again. His name is Dirty Dan 22. Yeah, funny, right? What are the chances? Okay. So I saw he had some crystals for sale. And then I was like, okay, what does he have for rough? And a lot of it was tumbled, which I can work with tumbled stuff. But I really do like to start with something that's in its roughest form, if I can, to show you guys basically how it was dug out of the ground, right? And then what I do with it after that. And he had this kunzite, and it was beautiful. And I asked him how much. You know, I was holding it, and I was like, how much? He's like, $2. And I was like, no, no, no. And I gave him a 5. I paid $5 gladly. And I mean, I'd get a chunk like this for probably that price. But see, I couldn't, I'd be getting it online, so I couldn't see it ahead of time. I think this thing's probably worth more like $10. I don't know. That's kind of part of the fact that I'm unwrapping it. And he's just being such a nice guy. And by a nice guy, here's what I mean. He winds up going and getting some of his stuff, and he gets this piece of iolite, and he's like, just show me how it turns out. I've always wondered how it would turn out. So I can see, and it's a really nice chunk. Actually, I should grab it. Yeah, that way I can start working with it this week. Alright, let me go ahead and grab that, and be right back in 30 seconds. Okay, how long was that? Probably about 30 seconds of Jake time. So, this is the piece of iolite that he gave me. Let's look at it under the... See how it's nice and pleochroic? It's a beautiful specimen. So we're going to shape this up, and we're going to show it as it gets progressed. Because I've been wanting to feature iolite for a while, but I haven't had any in so long that really turns out good. It all kind of... It's all so-so. Wonder if that's stop wax, gum? Maybe it's sticky tacky? Probably sticky tacky. It's got like sticky tacky stuck on it. Kind of neat how it props it up in the thing so you can see it. Okay, so this is where there's a couple of deep pits. So that's what worries me. Is trying to get that out. Because to even that out, you got to get rid of something over here or something back here. Right? Other than that, I mean, we got some rough crag back here, but I don't think that goes real deep. Because that kind of stuff always means that there's more cracks down in it. But then you get around here, you kind of see it's not that deep. And then this is more like a solid glass sheet with the light coming through it. And we're back to the pitted deep side. So I'm thinking there's definitely something decent in there. Let's weigh it. Because I'm going to say it's probably going to yield about 40% of its weight in final carated gem. What do you think it weighs? Iolite is light. Should be spelled iolite, G-H-T. Gonna say about 10 with a sticky tacky 12, maybe 12 grams, not that much. Nah, not even close. 5.6 grams. So that in carat weight times 0.2 or times 5, so that'd be 25 plus 3. So it's a 28 carat piece times 0.4 times 0.5 would be 15, and times 1 would be 2.4. So it's going to be about 12 and a half carats, hopefully, when it's done. We'll see. Over the following couple of months. Yeah, 1 gram. Bad guess. I know, right? We were totally on the, like, expanses of the spectrum. Okay, so this kunzite, this is what I wanted to look at, too, because I'm going to start splitting this. It's got this layer here, and then it's got this thicker layer. Nice and glassy. Solid. I'm hoping that'll actually yield something. Just because spodumines flake apart so easily. Look at that layering. Look at that fracturing. It's just so, it just breaks right apart. I could probably even pick this off. See that? Frustrating. 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 So you gotta work with it with like a dull 240 to rough polish. It's kind of like working with the celestite, but it's the celestite's even worse. Oof. But here, check this out. See that color bar? That dark pink color bar in the middle? I think that's our gold. That's our money location. We're gonna try and isolate that. Probably this top piece isn't gonna go anywhere, but then this bottom half area, I'll probably try and save that and do something with it. We'll find out. Cheers, Mr. Dubs. What are you up to? You guys planting your gardens? I missed the garden comments. I was totally getting ready. One more gem under the microscopic cam is this piece of celestite. Because I'm trying to cut a piece of celestite for Amina, and I didn't like any of the other ones. See, I'm torn apart by this one because it's a nice completed crystal. But that also means it has the clarity and the color to be facetable. And there ain't a whole lot in the way of dirt or cracks in the top of this thing. I mean, if we nuke it right here, I could probably dop it. I don't know. We'll have to find out. Yeah, it's blue. It's a soft blue. It's a bluey blue. Here's a box of it. But all of this stuff's got stuff in it. It'll be a little gem. This will actually be a couple of carats. It's not easy. Looks like topaz, right? Right? And you could just do topaz, but it's not the same. It's the reflection is not the same on it. Let's see. Do I have a piece of celestite and a piece of topaz? I got the blue topaz. Not sure where I put the celestite. I got that oval one somewhere. That one had a pretty good refraction. Let's see. There it is. Okay, that's that one. That's the celestite. And this is the topaz. So they're pretty similar in color when compared to like something green or something, you know, like a blue apatite. These two are pretty similar in color, so you are right about that. Now, if we break open these canisters, pop these bad boys out. You can see the refraction. So I'm talking about the lighted up facet versus the darker facet on the topaz is a little different from that on the celestite. Oops, this is upside down. There we go. And it's not just about the clarity, which is the poor quality of polish on my part. But it's kind of a different, like, you know, blue and yellow LED light bulbs have different lumens. So maybe that's what it is, different lumens. Different luminescences. Yeah, the poor polish on the celestite really reflects that. But it's so chippy outy all the time with itself. I mean, look at these edge facets. That's why I kind of had to round them over. Is because they just kept chipping out on me. See that? How am I supposed to work with that? Well, just keep going with it. Now it chips out again. So that's why I'm saying working with this this crystal point, this celestite point, might actually yield a harder crystal, because that's typically where it is. A harder crystal is out at the point, and that might get us where we're going. All right, why did I buy that? What did I buy? I gotta move those files too. Why did I buy that? Sliding show. Moving those over. And moving these back. And then we have to reload the slideshow. Bump. Structure. Move it to a slideshow. Settings. Nope. Wait. Hey. Where'd it go? Lost it. Getting it back. Winning again. I thought this was a good why did I buy that? Turtle Man the Irishman. You do ever do any plumbing? Talking about actual plumbing though. So they got these brushes there, and there's the big box. It's 49 cents. And then there's a little pack that's 88 cents. And there's 3 of them. You can see there's 2 pegs with the packs. And the 88 cents 3-pack, they're shorter. The 49 cents, it's a bigger brush. And actually, I have a bigger brush. I don't need another one of those. And it gets dirty. And it gets worn down. I mean, I've used the same old brush for 10 years. I got a different one. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to get the shorter one so that I can get in tighter spaces. I could cut my other one down. But for 88 cents, I get 3 of them so I can spread them out. Then I know, man, that's a lot of thought to go into the difference of 88 cents and 49 cents, which is 29 cents. That's my 29 cents, and I worked hard for it. And that's why I bought that. Love you too, brother. Cheers, and cheers, Colette. Cheers, Ron Weasley. And cheers, Grey Dude. And Gorilla Bean. And all you fantastic people. I'm glad you had yourselves a good week last week, if you did. And if you didn't, I hope you do this week. Because that's what going forward is about. And we're going to try and cheer up a little bit. Do I have... Man, I forgot what jokes I did last week, too. That's also a problem. What jokes did I tell last week? No, it was 2 weeks ago. Okay. That helps. That helps. 2 weeks ago. Okay. 2 weeks ago. Did I do the one about the dating app called Red Flags? Yeah, I got a dating app called Red Flags. You know, it's a great idea. Instead of having a bio with someone's info, it's just gonna be like a quiz, and it'll be like, why are you single? How many people have blocked you on social media? How many tattoos, how many names do you have tattooed on you that aren't your kids or pets? How often do you wear that hat? How often do you come to a comedy show? Do you have your own YouTube live stream? It'll just be red flags like that. Speaking of dating apps, I really like Tinder keeps being like, hey, you should get Tinder Gold or you should get Tinder Platinum, where I can see who liked me, my profile. But I'm like, I really just want Tinder Titanium, where I can see whose profile they like. You know, I can see who I'm up against, and I can kind of see what the competition's. You know, I don't really know where to go with that one, but I was talking to Trisha about it, and she had some great notes. I wrote them down. I'm glad I did. But that one was like just last night, so I need to fill that one out. But it would go well with that red flags joke. It would fold together. I think my time machine is broken. All it does is go forward at regular speed. I did that one though. Okay. Um, see, people ask me why I'm Catholic. It's because Catholic is the most concentrated of the Christian religions. It's like the espresso of Christianity. And with the sin and I do, I need something really potent to help me recover. I grew up poor. Oh, it was nice outside. But the problem with that being is I grew up poor. So when my parents said go out and enjoy the good weather, it meant go out and do yard work. Um, let's just move this over here so I can deliver it to the camera like proper comedian's supposed to do. Club soda. I don't understand club soda. It kind of sounds cheap, right? It's just the club's general soda, you know? Or maybe it's supposed to be ritzy and you have to belong to the club to drink the soda. You can't taste it otherwise. You have to be a club member for it to actually taste good. But actually, what it means is that you can club people with it. You put it in the freezer and then you put it on a stick and you destroy your enemy. Let's see. The FDA says that smoking causes cancer and laryngitis and bad breath and smelly clothes and yellow teeth and shorter lifespan. And I'm like, man, that warning was written all the way back when people cared about having a longer lifespan. I mean, that was probably written back in the 90s. All the way back in the 90s, people didn't even know where their kids were. The TV had to remind them to care. Um, Oh, and I have a public service announcement. When I'm running alongside the road, I am really glad that you move over for me. You just don't have to move over that far. I mean, I'm a little self-conscious about my weight already, about my size, about my width already. Um, couple more. If someone says they're gonna get a hold of me, if someone says I should get a hold of them, are they telling me to get a grip? Um, hey, I hope Turtle is still here. I hope Turtle's still here because this is a beer drinker's joke. And Ron, this one's for you too, brother. A girl asked me if I wanted to go to lunch. I said, "Sure." She asked me if I like sushi. And I said, "Well, I mean, I like using chopsticks, but only on things that are cooked. I'm really into things that are cooked. Like I'm a big fan of burnt ends. Yeah, I love barbecue. I like it when it's extra cooked. I will take a well done steak and dunk it in a porter. Uh, moving on. Um, Wait, do I have any in the Hangouts? Cause that I haven't copied those over in weeks either. Uh, what do you call it when you make money on a winning pool shot? A bank shot. Yeah. Gentlemen, when you're manscaping, you have to groom yourself down there. If it looks like you used a lawnmower, she's gonna think you don't know how to mow the lawn. No, what did Trisha say? If it looks like you used a lawnmower, she's gonna think you don't know how to trim the hedges. Like that one. Yeah, that's good stuff. Um, let's see. These are just notes. I gotta fill them out because like someone's like, I don't know. I'm kind of tired, and I'm like, well, you got the flu, the bends, the whips and jingles, wandering dip tooth, flapping cheek syndrome. I could really build that list out. You can let's see. Tinder titanium running. I'm sure there's ones back there a little ways, but we got to wrap this up because you guys deserve to get your week started off right. And you should probably know that I found out recently that farmers have been using artificial intelligence to feed their livestock, and they're calling it Hey I. Hey I heard a joke. You guys are fantastic. And I am actually like later in the week, once I get that video, I'm gonna upload that and I'll do a private premiere and you guys can see me do 4 minutes at the speakeasy and kind of destroy the front row. I have not heard from Perth in a little while, Gray Dude, but I would, bro. Cheers to you, man, because I was thinking about her yesterday. I was like, man, I really miss talking to Perth. I mean, just kind of hanging out on stream, you know? It's good chatting with her all the time. All right. We have had a wonderful time talking. Hopefully, I mean, I have, and I really enjoyed having all of you here for the jokes, for the show, for the gem, and for your awesomeness. Thank you for coming by. Hopefully, I got something ready for next week, and I'll have some of this celestite and that piece of iolite processed. And Colette, I got a new piece of Lightning Ridge opal on the way, so that should actually be a good piece. And we will talk about all that next week and every week. Love you all. Have a good night.